Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm glad you pressed play because in this practice we're going to do another wonderful movement and multiple ways of doing the movement from 8 silken brocade qigong or Jen. Now out of the 8 movements we're on to the 6th movement. We may have 2 more left and the other will be coming out this coming Friday as well. I got behind a little bit. Nonetheless, bear swings its head and sways its tail. Bear looks north and south. It may have some other names as well. And we're going to go through the movements that I've researched and found, discovered, experienced, and practiced that might enhance your practice. Basically, the bear is a spinal rotation, winding and unwinding, but it's the different modalities and how they get there. There is one particular that has a different name, still spinal rotation, but we're regressing the movement, which is called dragon sweeps its tail left and right. And we, as you know, in this series, we're not going through the whole set, simply doing 1, 2, on to the next movement. We have 3 commonalities between Tai Chi and qigong, and that is that our mind is focused on one person, place, thing, thought, or idea. And that our breath and movement join and become one. So that means that as we go through this movement, it's not that we finish our exhale before we finish the movement, or that our movement finishes before we get to the finish of the exhale. We try to, as we practice this movement, become a more grand, ultimate version of yourself, to connect them together. It might take 1 time of 15, or it might take 20 times of 15 to rediscover that. But it's a firm belief of mine that the more we practice these movements, just like qigong was created as medicine in motion, that we become a healthier person, which then hopefully gives us the insight to see other things to be healthy as well. So maybe there's something that you drink that you don't drink so much, or something that you eat that you don't eat so much anymore, and you replace it with something that's better for your body. Nonetheless, let us begin. Let our arms hang down beside us. This is dragon sweeps its tail left and right. We feel that our feet are fixed, flat, firm, flush to the floor. A little bend to our knees. A little tuck in our tailbone like in Tai Chi, so we sink root to the earth. We take a breath in through our nose. When we exhale, we're going to turn our waist, then shoulders, then chin, then our eyes. And so it's like this. We breathe in, and then we exhale, turn, 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 look. Finish of the exhale, we inhale back to the center, and then we exhale to the other side. Not too much rotation in the knees, that's a bad thing, right? Hips, shoulder, chin, eyes, come back to center. Now remember, this is an exploration in your spine, so we don't force anything to happen, we just let it be. On to the bear movement. So we come out to a horse riding stance, or we take our feet wider. And this wider, of course, is completely up to you. We have 3 placements we can put our hands, depending on how your back is or is today. That we have our fingers to the inside, fingers to the outside, just above the kneecaps, or hands to your thighs. Now the side view here is that our spine is leant forward, but our head is not looking up. We're looking somewhere like 5 feet out in front of us. We're keeping the knees pushed out and away. And we're going to take a breath in this position. Now, don't look down. You have to watch before we go, right? So it goes like this. We take our breath in. We exhale. We push the hips open. Sink the shoulder down. Exhale. Now here we're going to look north. Of what is north for you? Just like in the dragon, only we're looking up. And we breathe into the center. As you breathe in, feel how your belly fills or relaxes, draws to the earth. Then we exhale, push the hips open. Exhale, looking up. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 looks very similar, but we're going to let our tail go to one side and then the other side. Opens up the chest and the pelvis a little bit more. So here we go. We breathe in, we shift, turn, look. Come back center, breath in, shift, turn, look. come back to center. All right, on to the next one. The feet are still apart, but we're really gonna sway the head this time. We're gonna look directly left or right or east or west. And so it goes this way. We sink to one side. We go down, sweeping the head down. Then we raise up. One leg becomes almost straight. And we look with an open eye, serious look here, right? And then relax. We sink back down, breath in. Turn, exhale, lift through the spine. And then come back to center. Okay, let's rise back up. Now here's one option that we haven't gone over in the other classes, which is the seated option of this practice. So in our seated option, we want to make sure that our ankles are under our knees. It's a little bit precarious, odd to bring your hands to your knees when you're seated. What we're going to try to do is bring your elbows just in front where your hands were. We're having a serious talk with somebody, right? And it is with you on the inside. So here we go. Hands dangling, relax. We take a breath in, looking down. We exhale, sink the shoulder, exhale, look up. There is no swinging the tail because it's rooted to the chair, right? Breath in, center, exhale. Come back to center. We rise back up. Let our arms open up, reaching up into the sky. Sink the chi as I stand and rest. So I invite you to try each of those movements, watch it, practice, and then maybe make a note mentally or on paper of which one really spoke to you, exploring how your spine operates in these movements for better health. Take your time. If you have any questions, you know who to reach out to. Again, I'm Jacob Glassmeyer. If we haven't met before, or if you're sharing this video, and I would love to be your Tai Chi guide. Until next time, be good to yourself. You deserve it. Thank you.